better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hour. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. 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 We gon' blow your mind.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Colts going up against the Ravens. With that, let's get you up to M&T Bank Stadium. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wild card matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. One receiver left, three to the right.
Here we go. Green,
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green, throw.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn – find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
C.J. Mosley's your prototypical Alabama linebacker. They'll come downhill and smack you, but they understand the game so well.
Second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
And that is incomplete. $12 yards to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Still 2nd down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 40 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this offense comes out, they're just acting like it's week 1 of the regular season. They look sharp here early in this wild card matchup.
Yeah, I want them to come up and do that for me, because I want to have that same calm that they exhibited in their opening drive. Well done by them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make someone miss in the open field. Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
A gain of 3, second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a keeper. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a shot. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Second down following the incompletion. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
A Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screen. Some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a loose football. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the night.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
60, 60, 116. He likes to go for the sideline. All right, here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll set up to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Ravens didn't really have a great passing game last week, but that's turned around today.
Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Great play there. 71 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And he knocks it through. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL. Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense, because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here come the Ravens. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep him there.
And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
You remember Timmy Jernigan at Florida State. His stoutness that was so impressive there, it still comes into play in the NFL, doesn't it?
If you call stout 300 pounds, and I do, then yes.
Used it well on that play and made a nice tackle for a loss.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back to throw here. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Not long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game, but one thing that has crept up, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try to open things up in the run game.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up the first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Ravens are going to have a first down. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Let's go!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown
This is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Back now in Baltimore, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Whoosh. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Spinning again. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they could just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally, and his offensive line has really started to play well. And the best offensive line coaches that I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax. You don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can, but if you leave...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 11 on the gain there, and the Colts are going to have a first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. 4 down. Alert. Hot. 57.
Back to throw again. That's caught at the 2. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing left side, it's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll come out in the pistol. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously possible.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right?
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. 4 yards remaining now on second down.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll go on the ground. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal. Defense digging it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And the lead is up to 18 now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. 3 receivers to the left, One to the right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.